What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trades and Gains. And it's a big day in the markets. And for once, the headlines aren't about Elon Musk tweeting at 3 a.m. and spending the S&P 500 into cardiac arrest. No, this time it's Warren Buffett, America's wise old investing uncle. You know, the guy who still uses a flip phone, lives in the same house since 1958, and yet could personally pay off your student loans and still have enough left over to buy 3 NFL teams and a Dairy Queen. He just dropped 1.57 billion into UnitedHealth. Yes, UnitedHealth, the company whose name makes it sound like a wellness retreat, but whose actual business is telling you the mole on your back isn't covered because it's on the wrong side of your body. Now, in case you missed it, UnitedHealth has had what Wall Street politely calls a challenging year, down almost 50% year to date. And that's not a correction. That's a financial amputation. Why? Oh, just a fun mix of rising medical costs because apparently MRIs now cost more than used cars, plus regulatory scrutiny, which in healthcare is basically every Tuesday, and a Department of Justice investigation into billing practices. Translation: someone at the DOJ looked at United Health bill and went, wait a second, $600 for Tylenol? And the stock chart: imagine a black diamond ski slope, but instead of skiers, it's shareholders sliding down, clutching their 401k statements. But then, plot twist: Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway comes in after the bell and says, we just bought 5.04 million shares. Boom, stock jumps 8% after hours, and suddenly United Health isn't on life support, it's doing jumping jacks. Buffett buying your stock is like Oprah putting it in her book club. Instantly, it's hot again. He could invest in a chain of roadside motels, and CNBC would run a special called the Motel Renaissance. And it's not like Buffett just throws money at anything. No, this is a guy who once spent 6 months deciding whether to buy a Dairy Queen. True story. He said it was about the fundamentals. And by fundamentals, I mean the fudge brownie blizzard. So why United Health? Well, even after this year's beating, it's still the biggest health insurer in America. $246 billion market cap. They're paying a dividend of $2.21 per quarter, which is a yield of about 3.25%. In Buffett's world, that's basically a love letter. And valuation wise, they're trading at 11 and a half times projected 2027 earnings. That's bargain basement for a company this big. In other words, the market's been pricing them like they're about to go out of business, while Buffett sees this like, nah, they're just hungover right now. This is a classic Buffett move. He's not chasing the AI bubble. He's not flipping NFTs. He's buying boring, beaten down value stocks that spit out cash. This man treats investing like dating. He's not swiping right on every profile. He's looking for the quiet one in the corner with a good job and steady income. And United Health has a plan. They expect to be back to growth by 2026 after they jack up their premiums to cover rising medical costs. Translation: get ready to pay more for the exact same care you already can't afford. That's the American health system for you. It's the only place where being a loyal customer means your rates go up every year. Imagine Netflix worked that way. Thanks for sticking around. Here's a 30% price hike, and we're taking away The Office again. So Wall Street loves this. JP Morgan's got a $310 price target. That's a 14% upside from here. And they called it a moderate buy, which is analyst speak for, we'd say strong buy, but we want plausible deniability if this thing ends up tanking. And let's be honest, every hedge fund manager who was shorting this stock just spent this afternoon quietly closing and telling their clients, oh yeah, we were bullish the whole time, by the way. And look, this isn't just about United Health. It's about Buffett sending a signal. The guy's not out here for day trading like a Reddit degenerate. If he's putting 1.57 billion to work, he's betting on a long-term American sector, healthcare. That, frankly, is only going to get bigger because, well, have you met America yet? We're not getting healthier. The number one growth industry here is sugar and obesity. So United Health goes from flatlining to sprinting laps because Warren Buffett gave them 1.57 billion in a blood transfusion. And you know what? It'll probably work out for him. It usually does. Me, I'm just waiting for the day Buffett invests in a gym membership for the whole country. That's the only healthcare plan that might actually save us money in the long run. Thank you guys for tuning in for this today. I'm your host, Max Pitts. I'll see you in the next one. This is Trades and Gains, an Investor Central Club.